So transport administration, right? So we are discussing about the TMS, transport administration part we are discussing here, right? As part of the TMS administration, so we have done the configuration of TMS. So configuration of the TMS, transport management system. So which means here domain controller configuration, adding the systems into the domain controller and the transport routes and transport layers. There are the two types of routes, two types of layers and domain controller. And this configuration we have to perform from the 000 client. 000 client we have to perform it here, right? That is what we have to do it here. So right. So once that is completed, then yesterday we tried to create the transport request and importing the transport request. So here the creation of the transport request, creation of the transport request will be done by the so creation and then immediately the release of TR. TR means transport request is kind of a container here. So where we will store the object and will carry the same object, same request to the quality and production systems here, right? Then after that, we will do the import. Import will be done by the basis team. Import of the transport request will be done by the basis team here, right? That is the main thing here. So now, so we are discussing about the imports, and yesterday we facing the some issues with the while importing the transport request and everything, right? So let's see import by basis team here, right? So first of all, let's verify the so system configuration now here. So let's log into the 000 client. Log on license check error. Okay, there is a license check error. This is also license error. So first let's fix the license issues. Okay, at least this is logged in. So STMS, if you go to the STMS, so STMS transaction code, you will see the where is the domain controller currently and what is configured. So you will get the details here. You will get the details of the system here. NW1 is our transport domain controller, but so route is inconsistent here. The transport route is inconsistent here, right? So this is not active here. This is not active here. But why? Because so domain controller is NW1 system. So then what we have to do, first of all, so let's go to here. There is a license expired. The license got expired here. License got expired. So let me try to renewal the license here, right? So at the same time, let's discuss about the so license part as well here. Okay. So system. So in case of so remember everybody. So in case of license got expired in the system, you cannot log in. Okay, license got expired. Normally by default, you will get the for SAP systems so 90 days license period, you will get it out. By default, you will get the 90 days license you will get from SAP. 90 days license you will get from SAP temporary license. After that, so we need to renewal the license here. For that one, we need to log into the service marketplace. For that one, so we need to log into the service marketplace here, right? So let's log into the our service.sap.com here, right? So me.sap.com where we have to apply the license here. Here, they are the license keys. There we need to apply it here. Let me check if here already licenses are available. Let me check in my system. Let me log in. So give me a minute. So somewhere I saved my S user ID. I'm just trying to check that one. Well, because without S user ID, so we cannot renewal the license and etc. So S user ID is required here. S user ID. So SAP user ID here. So that's what I'm checking here. Mm, So logging to the SAP marketplace. So there we have the keys actually. So there in the keys, we need to generate generate the licenses here. So main thing is our system hardware key is required here. Our system hardware key is required. So this is the hardware key. So this system hardware is key is required to apply the license. So let's go to the so systems here, right? So just click on the search button. It will display the all the systems here. So here we can see it here. So we can let me just a minute. So once the license key is expired, so we cannot generate any licenses here. Okay. So that is the one of the thing here. So uh, actually that one, gen So in the license key section, if you go to the license key, so select your system. Okay. So their keys are available here. Select it here. Just click on the download option. Download the license key here. Okay. Download the SAP license key. So the license key which you downloaded is available here. Just to take this license key and go to the your SAP where your SAP system is. So just you can do the import, install the license keys here. Just what you can do here, just to go to, so S license is the transaction code. Just click on the import button here. Then it will ask the file, license file. When you just click on the install the license file here. So then you will get the message like two license keys are installed here. Right. So license keys are installed here. So this is fine now here. Right. So now once the license key is installed, so then only users can log in. So till now, then how you logged into the SAP system means, so we can log into the SAP system here with so SAP with the pass with 000 client. Only one user is allowed. Only one user is allowed. With that user, we can log into the SAP system and do the so work here that we can perform it here. You see, I logged into the SAP system here, right? So similar way, so you can also log into the SAP systems here, right? So now we can use the same SAP system. We can use it here, right? So that is the how to log into the SAP system. After license expire, we have to renewal it and everything. So now you see, so NW1 SAP star with this one is we are unable to log in because of, so this is also license got expired because we are unable to log in. Why? Because here SAP star is locked. SAP star user is locked here. Then in this case, what we have to do, we need to log into their operating system level. So then we need to delete the user. Only why? Because SAP level, we are unable to log in now. Okay. So now database level, we need to execute the some queries here. Database level. So we have to execute the some queries here. Then you can log into the system. So what we can do here, just to go to the SQL server. This is SQL server, right? So what I can do, I can go to the SQL server console. Okay, you got the two databases here. Go to the query, new query here, right? So normally this is not required, but normally in our real-time systems, the license will be always applied. So, but it's not required. But for safer side, so I'm showing the so there is a select statement. Select so B name from NW1, right? NW1 is schema dot USR02 where B name equals to CP star. Okay, so this is the query. You have to execute it. So here USR02. Let's take it star. Valid object. Okay, let's take NW1 capital. Okay, it's capital actually. USR02 where B name equal to So let's start from NW1 dot USR02. Invalid object name. What is that? Object name means tables. Invalid table name. The tables are there, right? NW1 dot USR02. Okay. So now query got executed here. So, but here you can see the SAP star user, there is a 128. U flag is equal to 128. If the U flag is equal to 128, then system got locked status, user got locked status. Now we need to update this one here, update the so query here. So then there is a command to unlock the user here. To unlock the user, so there is a so command here. Then you have to use the update, okay, update nw1 dot usr02, right? So set u flag, set u flag, set u flag. So set u flag is equal to 0, set u flag is equal to 0. So where, so b name means username, here b name equal to bname equals to SAP star. Wherever you have the SAP star user, so we have to set the this one here. See, so you should execute these commands. So carefully here, carefully. Okay, carefully we have to execute it here, right? So it's updated. So it's updated here. So now let me try to log in now here to the system. So it's updated means command got updated here. Then try to update it here. So it's not logging in. So like to use the different password. So now you are able to log into the NW1 system here, right? NW1 system you are able to log in. If you go to the license tab here, here also the license got expired here. Here also the license got expired here, right? So then what you have to do now, you need to same do the renewal option here. Same we do the so renewal option here, right? So now what I'm going to do now, going back. So same, just I'm clicking the generate option here. So license is getting generated here, right? So it got generated the license. So then select it and click on the download button. Then NW1 is downloaded here. So now what I will do here, I will go to the same screen. So NW1, okay. So then go to the server here. Okay. So this is done. Just click on the install button here. So NW1, right? Same. Two license keys are installed here. License keys are installed. So done. Okay. So now we have license is installed in the so two SAP systems. So you don't have the any licensing issue here now with the systems. So now what you can do, so just we can recheck our configurations here. Right. So TMS configuration. Always, if you are unable to importing, you are not able to import the transport request means. So mainly TMS configurations, you need to check it out here. TMS configurations here. So let's go ahead and check the configurations here. So go to the STMS here. STMS. So this is configured, but so NW1 is the domain controller here, NW1 here. So what I'm going to do now, so let me log off this one. So NW1 system, so 000 client. So DDIC, then use this one, STMS. Okay, so you are logged into the domain controller. So then systems overview, go to this one, then so there is no configuration here, right? So then what I can do here, let's create the one more system. It's like a three system landscape. Let's create the one more system here, virtual system. Even though that system is not exist, that is the virtual system concept here, right? So PRD. So just create the PRD system here, right? So TMS configuration we are doing. So what we are doing, whatever we have done yesterday, same thing we are doing here. But because since so system has some inconsistency, wrongly performed, so we are doing the even reconfiguration we are doing here. Go to the standard configuration, three system in the landscape. So here ECD, then NW1, then PRD system here. Right, click on the OK button. So then configuration is done. So then you can just click on the save button here. Okay, so everything is active here. So TMS green. Now you are not getting the any error messages or nothing here, right? So but here the route is like a ECD to NW1, NW1 to PRD here. ECD to request go to the NW1, NW1 to PRD here, right? So now this configuration is done. Okay. So this configuration also we have done it here. So all the configurations are so done here now. So now let's go to the create the transport request here, right? So go to SE01, click on the create button here. Let's create the customization request, client specific request here. So then here, so click on the create, right? So normally here within the subtask level, we have to add the objects here. This is a transport request, SID K900, right? So here we need to add the object subtask level. We have to add the objects here. Data, we have to add it here, right? Data. So then here we need to so release the request. Once you add it here, just click on the release it here. So then it will transport request has been released here. Then it will create the code files and data files, right? So then that we know yesterday we have seen, then release the transport request here. So then the main task also will be released, or subtask you have to release it, then main task also you have to release it here. Then you have done it. You have done it here. Now you will get the basis team will get the email saying that I basis team, could you please import the transport request into the NW1 system. Then we have to log into the NW1 system. NW1 system we have to, from there we have to perform the request import options here. Just to go to the STMS, just to go to the STMS transaction code. So there we have to perform the activities here. Okay. So go to STMS. So there we have to perform the activities here. Activities we have to perform it there here. Okay. So that is the main thing here. So only import will be performed by as configuration. After that import here. So some cases we may have to create the request as well, but most of the cases the developers or your functional teams will start creating the transport request and they will request basis team to import the request. So we have to do the imports in the systems here. We have to do the imports in the systems here. That is what we have to do that one here. Okay. So that is our purely our responsibility importing the transport request here. Right. Just click on the OK button. So then which system we want to import it here. So they asked us to import into the NW1 system. Then normally just click on the refresh button here always. When you refresh the button, how many requests are in the queue, it will display it here. How many requests are in the queue status, it will be displayed here. Means currently we have only one request we have imported. So imported, so it's waiting to be imported into the NW1 system. One request here, right? Just go to the NW1 system here. Then your request is here, right? Select the request here. So click on the semi load button here, semi load button. So which where you want to import. So 001, just go to the options. So just select the what options you want to choose it. You can select the options, then click on the continue, click on the continue. Then these are the options may change, depends upon the system, depends upon the company here. So normally first two last one, first two last one will choose it here. Now see, request is getting imported here, right? Import is running here, right? Just click on the refresh button here. Yes, request is imported. You got the return code 0. So 0 means successfully imported. 4 means so successfully imported with warnings. 8 and 12 means it's a errors. We have to check it out here. Right now, request got successfully imported here. Maybe if you go to the so import history monitor as well, import monitor also, you will get the green mark here. Everything is okay. Written code 0 here. Or if you go to the import history here, history also will tell you the status code here, how many transport requests are imported. Then if you go to the TP system log, it will tell you is there any errors in the system or not. Means again it will go to the trans directory only. USR SAP trans log, under the log directory, it will open the S log file. So it will show the information here. So now, so systems are in the good condition. So transports are getting imported here. You can see the transports are imported here, right? That is the main thing here. So like this, we need to do the imports here. Like this, we have to import to the imports of the transport request here. See, so once the request is imported in NW1, immediately it's moved to the PRD queue. PRD, in the PRD, the buffer queue, it got added. In the buffer, it is added, right? Import queue, it is added. Then we can click on it and we can import the transport request here, right? Buffer, it is added like this. So we can start importing the request and everything here, right? So like this, you can go to the SE01 here, just click on the create button here, right? Click on the workbench request here. So then you can just do the, so create the request, multiple request, you can create it here, right? So just import, just release the client subtask, then main task, you can release it here. Whenever you start releasing the subtasks and main tasks, there are the some co-files and data files will be created here, that we know, right? Co-files and data files will be created here. So those co-files and data files here, the co-files and data files will be created in the under the trans directory here, right? So if you go to the co-files, so 0016, previously 14 and now 16, right? 16 transport request here, right? So 16, the 90016 transport request, it is the ECD. So .ecd here, it's got requested. Co-files means control file. Data files means it contains the actual data. Co-files contains the control file. It will control the overall transport request. Buffer means imported transport request here. Imported transport request. So now, so 14 and 16 we released it. That imported transport request will be in the buffer here. You can see the buffer. It will be added to the buffers. Not will be imported. The released transport request will be added to the target system of the buffer. Means this is the target systems, right? So ECD, it is released, it is going to the NW1, then it is released here, right? So that is the buffer here. Bin means configuration files here, right? Co-files, data files, you know. EPS means support pack related files here, right? Log, the transport logs here. The transports are importing or not, that log file will be in the yes log file. You can see it here, right? So now you release the transport request, click on the refresh button. Now count will come to the 2 here. So in the NW1, here the count will come to the 2 because the second request it's a waiting, right? So the count will come to the 2 here, right? You see the count is 2 here, right? Then go to the here, select the which system you want to import it, select the transport request, click on the import button, click on the import button here, right? You need to select and click on the import button here. That's what we have to do it in the systems here, right? So now you are doing the imports. Now you are doing the import of the request here. Done, right? This is also imported here. Go back and see the refresh again. Request will be added to the here, right? So second. So then again you can go to the PRD, you can import it here, right? So like that we need to do the transport here, right? So whenever any transport is issues, suppose like if I talk about the issues wise, TR issues, transport issues here, right? Issues. Normally, what type of issues we may face it here? So probably the job is not running. Job is not running here. RDD, IMP, DP job is not running here. In case of this job is not running, so you need to schedule a schedule a report from SA38 here, that RDD. So new PP RDD, new PP report, you have to schedule it here. RDD, new PP report, you have to schedule it from the SA38 here, right? That one we have to check. Then how to check it means job, how to check whether the job is not running or not, which transaction code we have to use to check the job logs. Guys, asking you only. What is the transaction code to check the job logs?
SM30
SM?
37.
SM37.
Yeah, you have to speak loudly.
Okay, sir.
SM37 is the transaction code. So here we need to check the whether the RDD, IMP, DP job is not running or not. You need to check. See, so this is running, right? In case of this is not running, what you have to do? In case of this job is not running, what you have to do?
SM38 will schedule the job RM.
Right. So SM38, you need to run the one report that will be scheduled here. So sometimes if you don't have the free, why? Because job is not running. There are the multiple reasons, right? So job is running or not, we need to check. If the job is not running, we need to check the whether the free BTC work process are available or not. Where to check whether the free BTC work process are available or not?
SM50.
SM50, right? So where then you can go to the SM50 transaction code here. There you can check the whether the free BTC work process are available or not, all are occupied or not. There we can check the information here. Yes, it is available. Then we are good, right? So it is available. Then we are good now. So then this is the way we need to check it out here. And also BTC work process are available. Then job is also not running, the still job is failing. What is the next check we need to check? So check the RFC destination, check TMS star RFC destinations. Where to check the RFC destinations?
SM59.
SM59, right? SM59. There you can go ahead and check the RFC destinations here, right? There you can go ahead and check the RFC destinations here, whether its connection test is okay or not. Why? Because in RFC destination, there is a user TMS ADM user is configured. That is the main thing here, right? This way we need to check the RFC destinations. And also one more check is like a, so we need to check the, user locked or not. That is username is called the TMS ADM that you have to check in the SU01 transaction code here. So these and all the checks we have to check when the transport is not getting imported. We need to check the all those things here, right? This is a very important here, right? So this is a common things when you're checking these 4 points here, somewhere you will get the something is not working. Then you can troubleshoot the issues here. So that is the main thing TMS related issues here. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now So what you have to do, you need to create the transport request, multiple request, you have to create it and keep on so practicing it here, right? So let me create the multiple transport request. Maybe if you want, I can also create the some transport request here. Suppose like demo 3, then release the transport request. It will be added to the queue. Just you can import the, so same records multiple times also you can do the imports for testing purpose and everything here. So this is also done, right? So then let's go to the one more transport. Just click on the customization, then demo 4, the release the transport request here, the release the main request also here.
Sir, one doubt, sir. Can we release the main TR directly without?
Sometimes it's not possible. It will ask you to release the subtasks and main tasks only. So definitely, so subtasks we have to release it and the main task. So we have to release it after that. So one by one, sequence wise we have to release it. So sometimes what they will do, they will create the TR without releasing. They will ask you to import it here. Then when trying to import it, the transport request will not find in the buffers import queue here. If to import without releasing, they it will not find here. Then you need to find out, you need to ask them to release it first. So sequence we have to, they have to create it, they need to release the transport request and we have to import it. Without releasing the transport request, you cannot import the TR. Without releasing the transport, you cannot import the transport request here. Why? Because with releasing only you will get the co files and the data files and everything will be generated. Then without generating the this co files and data files, you cannot import the transport request here, right? That is the main thing here. So make sure, so it should be released status, everything should be released status here. Okay.
Yes.
So, so now it works, right? So yesterday we faced the issue, that's fine. So now it works. And one more thing is system stop and start, right? How to start and to stop it. So MMC that right? So right click on the SID and now Linux level, let me show you here. So Linux level, you can just log into the one of the Linux system here. So let me check the database started. Okay. Let's go to. So normally we can use the SAP control command or start SAP, start SAP. So SAP control command will work for all the systems, but start SAP will work only for the, so up to some kernels only here. So better you can use the, so as better to you can use the, so start SAP commands here. Sorry, SAP control command here, right? So here what you have to do here, just you need to just use the SAP control hyphen NR. Okay. So 05 means instance number hyphen function. Then so start system. Then it will start the message server ASS. So right, first ASS we have to start it. Then so application server we have to start it here. This is the way. So then this is the way. Then if you use the get process list here, it will show the, so whether the processor starting or not. See dispatcher message. So starting procedures, if you see here, right? So while stopping time, what you have to do? First of all, SAP app servers, you have to stop it. Then SAP ASCS, you have to stop it. And DB in case if you want, stop the database as well. So while starting time, while starting the system here, so first start the DB, then ASCS, you need to stop it. Same thing, we used the ASCS individually, then SAP app servers here. So when you are starting and restarting from MMC, it will take care of the automatically all the things here. It will take care of the, so all the things automatically. So make sure you start it clearly. Make sure you start it here clearly here, these things. Okay. So that is the main thing here. Okay. So remember starting and stopping the systems so clearly. Okay. So
Yes.
tomorrow we'll see the so maybe kernel upgrade or some other important topics we'll see tomorrow. Okay.
Sir, when we will use that HDB stop and HDB start?
That is the HANA database level. So maybe if you want to stop the database, so then you can use the HDB space stop. We want to start the database HDB space start. So SAP, so normally some say start SAP all, then stop SAP all. Simple commands with their SAD ADM user, we need to do this kind of work.
These are all used in HANA only.
This is like a HANA. This is the HANA database stop and start. This is a SAP start and stop and procedures.
Okay.
So if all are installed in the one single host, if you just use the stop SAP, start SAP, it will stop it automatically. It will start it automatically. Okay. So just to practice it, and tomorrow we'll see the kernel